Yeah, very wonderful. Good night to all of us. So, today, satsang we discuss about the karma. So, what is meant by karma? Blows. Okay, while talking is called karma. Breathing is called karma. So, today we discuss about knowledge. What is knowledge? How Newton's found the law of gravitation, two which principles. So these are all we discussed on yesterday. Okay. So today I will take a new chapter in this book. Okay. So in this book. Okay. Sorry, in this book. Okay. So the chapter name was the sprit and influence of Vedanta. Okay. So what Swamiji said, let's explain. Okay. Before going into the chapter subject of the afternoon, will you allow me to say a few words of thanks now that I have the opportunity? So I think where Swami Vivekananda went to Chicago, no Chicago, America, and all those days and all. It's very precious. Okay. So the 18th century and all going to abroad and all very quite common to the people. So not like nowadays. Okay. So in that time, Swamiji gave a fantastic speech in America. Okay. So that's when before going into the subject of the afternoon, will you allow me to say a few words of thanks now that I have the opportunity? I have lived 3 years among us you. I have traveled over nearly the whole of America, and I am going back from here to my own countries. It's me that I should take the opportunity of expressing my gratitude in the sadness of America. So, Swamiji explains what it means. So I say thanks, okay. So after the Chicago event, everyone was praised Swamiji, okay, Swami Vivekananda. Okay, so he's always he lived in this America more than 3 years, okay. 3 years, like people, Swami Vivekananda and Guruji lived, okay. So he said, I have traveled over the whole of America, so I am going back to my own country. In such a way we say that I miss you a lot. So if we go to any one place, we say no, I miss this place. So that's why thanks to the people. Swami Vivekananda Guru, thanks to the American city and American people love and affection mentioning, okay. Opportunity of gratitude and South America, okay. So it's explaining thanks what I've thanks saying to the American country. Then next is experience, okay. Swamiji's experience. When I first came to the country after a few days, I thought I would be able to write a book on the nation. But after 3 years stay here, I find I am not able to write even a phrase. On the other hand, I find in traveling various countries that one of the surfaces differences that we find in dress and food and little details of man is man all the world over. The same wonderful human nature is everywhere represented. So Swamiji was travel. Okay, when he came to America, he wished to write the book on the nation. Okay. However, after he stay more than after he went to other countries, he is not able to write a book. So he found that I find in traveling various countries that one of the surfaces the differences that we find in this, okay, food, the culture, the nation's cultures, traditions, Swamiji explained, okay, the nature, this food and the details of man is man, all the world over the same wonderful human nature. Okay. So Swamiji traveled in various countries. So in that country he represented human nature is everywhere. Okay, human in Tamil we say Manidanayam. Okay, human nature is everywhere. Yes, there are certain categories and in few words I like to sum up all my experience here. Okay, if you want somebody want to share a travel world experience. Okay, in this land of America, no question is asked about a man peculiarities. Okay, if a man is man, that is enough. Army say army. Hindi we say. Okay, Manidan Manidan. Tamil we say. That is enough. And they take him into their arts. That's love. Man is taken to the arts. Okay. And that is one thing I have never seen in any other country in the world. So in America, what families express in man is man. Man to man here. We say no. If anybody, if for example, if beggar is asked, okay, sir, give some money, give some needy help. I want to. Anyone, even if we cross any road, if we walking on the road, the poor man or beggar man will ask, no, yeah, sir, give me some, give some food or give. So I want the. Can you buy the for me? So the help will ask, no. That's only in America. Yeah. America was family saw, okay, when he was travel, okay, when he traveled to America, okay, all various countries, okay. So that human nature is everywhere. Then, no, in this land of America, no question is there is no question about man peculiarities, okay. Man is man, that is enough. And they taken him to their hearts, okay. That is one thing I have never seen in any other country in the world. So the man is enough. That's why he loved America very much and he shared the experience. Okay, that human nature is Swamiji saw in those countries. Okay, travel the countries. So that he likes very much. Swamiji very much likes very much. Okay. I came here to represent the philosophy of India, which is called the Vedanta philosophy. The philosophy is very, very ancient. It is the outcome of the mass of ancient Aryan literature known by the name of the Vedas. Okay, so Vedanta means it's derived from the word Vedic. Okay, word Vedic and Vedanta is a Sanskrit. Okay, Vedanta, Vedanta. Yeah, it's Sanskrit word. Okay, it is as it is, where the very flower of all the speculation and the experience and analytics embodied in that mass of literature, colored and colored through centuries. The Vedanta philosophy has certain peculiarities. In the first place, it is perfectly impersonal. It does not owe its origin to any person or prophet. It does not build itself around one man as a center. Yet it has nothing to say against philosophers who wish to build themselves around certain person. In later days in India, other philosophies and the system was built around certain person, such as Buddhism or many of our present sects. They each have a certain leader to whom they owe allegiance, just as a Christian and the Mohammedans have. But the Vedanta philosophy stands at the background of all these various sects, and there is no fight and there is no antagonism between the Vedanta and any other system in the world. Okay, while Swami explains, okay, Vedanta philosophy is very, very ancient, okay, and it is derived from the outcome of the Aryan, okay, ancient Aryan literature, okay, it comes from the Vedas, as I already said. It is as it was. It is not derived. Vedanta is not It's not it's not come from the man or any other text of literature. The text of it is okay. Okay. It is as it is, man. They are the flower of all the speculations and the experience and analysis embodied in the mass of literature. So it comes from Vedanta comes from the Vedic literature, okay, and it is a flower of all mass, flower of literature and experience, okay, 2 centuries, okay. So Vedanta was a ancient periodic, okay, 2 centuries that's not okay. This Vedanta philosophy has certain peculiarities, okay. In the first place, it is perfectly impersonal. So, Vedanta is perfectly impersonal, okay. It does not owe its origin to any person, okay. Or to any person or person, okay. It does not build, okay. It is not very person or person, okay. Then it does not build around one man as a center, okay. Yet it has nothing to say against philosophers which do build themselves around certain persons. Okay. So Vedanta is derived from Vedic literature. So it does not have any it is a impersonal, but it does not have any person to person. Like Vedanta is not there. It's a literature book, okay, literature, okay, of Vedic period, okay. It comes to various centuries, okay, to ancient period, okay. So to audience, okay, but it is not have any build, nothing against. It does not have any. It's a imperson, not a person. It does not go to any person or any prophets also. Okay, prophets. Okay, one man at the center. So it does not have. It's a imperson. So it does not have any secret or any other thing. It does not have any other secret and any other infinite. Okay, any other finite or personal one. Okay, it does not was to person. Okay, it does not. It does not want to organ to any person or person. Okay, so Vedanta can anybody can learn, anybody can understand. So it does not have any restrictions. Okay, simply we said, okay. So in later days in India, other philosophies and the system model built around certain person. Okay. Oh, Vedanta is not a what is mean. So Vedanta is not a what the person mean with it does not have any it does not have restrict any religion. So any religion can learn Vedanta. Okay, that's right. It does not have any. For example, in each religion has that's why Swami explain one thing. So let me explain. Okay. So the in later days in India, other philosophy and the system was built around certain persons, such as Buddhism or many of our present sects. Okay, they each have certain leaders to whom they are arrogant, just as a Christian and Mohammedans have. But the Vedanta philosophy stands as background of these various sects. There is no fight and no antagonism between the Vedanta and any other system in the world. So, for example, Vedanta is a background of all these great leaders of various religions. For example, Christian, Bible, Bhagavad Gita, Quran. So in that because Vedanta is in that. Okay, Vedanta is that. So that's why family they each have certain leaders to whom they are honoring, just as a Christian, Mohammedans have. But the Vedanta philosophy, it's a background. Vedanta stands at the background of this aspect. Okay. So background of this, not only in each religion they have different addiction manas, I already said. But the Vedanta is a background of this, okay. With the background only, these leaders, these spiritual leaders have learned the Vedas and Upanishads or any other, on the various religion they have certain things to learn. No, when it comes to when he comes as a spiritual leader means in the various religion they may vary. So that's why Vedanta stands at the background of this. Okay, Vedanta remarks the background of this aspect. Okay, Vedanta. Then there is no fight and antagonism between the Vedanta and any other countries in the world. Okay, any other system in the world. Okay, so what Swamiji explained means okay. Vedanta stands at the background, and as I already said, okay, I don't want to repeat that. Then Vedanta is a literature book, and in that only various logos and various mantras are derived from Vedanta to Vedanta, derived to Vedanta only. Okay, that's why somebody said. Okay, one principle in less term, and that the Vedanta claims, okay, is to be found in every religion in the world. The man is divine, that all this which we see around in the outcome of the conscience of the divine. Everything that is strong and good and powerful in human nature is the outcome that divinity and true potential in many. There is no difference between man and man essentially all being alike divine, okay? There is as it were infinite ocean began, and you and I are so many waves coming out of the infinite ocean, so each one of us trying is best to manifest the infinite outside, okay? So potentially each one of us has that infinite ocean of existence, okay? One principle, okay? So in previous para, Vedanta explained. Okay, what is Vedanta? Okay, so in this para, the Vedanta claim is to Veda is found in every religion. Okay, not the Hindus or not particular religion. Every religion Vedanta is found. Okay, the man is divine. Okay, the man is so bhakti divine. Okay, that all that which is the outcome of the so how can we see the man's divine? Okay, so outcome. So if we for example, if a person are more divine means how can we see how can we test okay or whether the person is bhakti or divine or not? Okay, so what I'm saying how we can test a man is bhakti or not? Okay, so he can play he can do some bhakti, God rituals in daily and following us daily routines from morning to evening. So we can see, oh, he's a true divine man. That's why Swamiji said, okay, the man is divine. That all which we see around us is the outcome of that consciousness of the divine. So outcome is getting the conscious of that man's divine. Okay, man's divine. Everything that is strong and good. Everything that is strong and good, and the power in human nature is the outcome of that divinity and true potential in many. There is no difference, okay? So everything is strong, okay? We are strong, I have strong, you are strong, okay? But powerful in human nature is the outcome of the divinity, okay? Human nature is powerful of the divinity, okay? Pure potential. In many, there is no difference between man and man essentially. All being like divine. Okay. So it refers to man's bhakti and devotion to God. Okay. That is as well. The infinite ocean began you and I are so many waves. So that was an infinite ocean. So in that began who are the me and who is under God. Okay. So I and you are so many, sorry, you and I are so many waves coming out of the infinite ocean, okay? And each one of us trying his best to manifest that infinite outside. So potentially each one of us has the infinite ocean of experiences. Okay. So for example, God created every man and a woman. Okay. Man and woman and God created human beings. Okay. In that human being categories man and woman. Okay. God only created. So in the river ocean, okay, who are there? I is there. Remaining who is there? You, I and you are the infinite, okay, infinite ocean, okay. So many waves are coming, okay. For example, in Chennai there are during heavy rain. So how can we go outside? Okay, I think we can't step down into the road due to heavy flood. So how can who are all there? Okay, I also that, but who with the how can we get the help from the man, from the human beings? Okay, to infinite, to unknown person. Okay, known person or infinite person. Okay, so they are only helping, like serviceman, like during flood there are many youngsters are helping. No, so they are all infinite oceans. They are saying, okay, to the infinite ocean, we are all getting help from them, and we are safe. Okay, so that's why God, somebody said. That is Atma. An infinite ocean between you and I are so many waves coming out of that infinite ocean. Each one of us trying to best infinite outside. So helping persons are called infinite oceans. Infinite infinite nature of helping. Okay. So potentially each one of us is an infinite ocean of ignorance. So we are all like infinite ocean, like a river, like a, what do we say, like a sea or like a water. Anyway, we can. So knowledge and bliss as ever, but our real nature and the difference between us is caused by the gather all ourselves power to manifest the divine. Therefore, Vedanta lays down that each man should be treated not as what he manifests, but as what they stand for. Each human being stands for the divine, and therefore every detail should be helpful, not by condemning man, but by helping him to call forth of the divinity that is within him. So here in this line is very excellent. Okay, knowledge and bliss as our birthright, our real nature, and the difference between us is caused to all the self power to manifest that divine. Okay, so we have to manifest. Okay, we can't see divine power is higher. No, so we have to. Yeah, God given our bliss and knowledge. So we have to use in particular way. Okay. So what we have to use, okay, what is saying. We have to know what is saying, what are wrong. Okay. So therefore we have to manifest the divine effect. Okay. We have to manifest. We have to think. Oh, this way God will help me. So this way God wants to go. God thing divine. Okay, this way God wants to guide me. So we have to manifest the divine always. Okay. So we have to think about the divine. Okay, always. Okay, okay. If I do the thing, it will go wrong. It will go right. We cannot have any doubt ourselves. Okay. So you have to be strong. Okay, that's why somebody said no. Strong and then strong that sentence, As I already explained, no. You have to be strong and good one thing. Everything that is strong and good and powerful, human nature is the outcome. Okay. So we have to be human. You have to believe ourselves. Okay, that human nature. We have to love ourselves. That is enough. Okay. Therefore, the Vedanta lays down that each man should be treated not as what he manifests. Okay. So Vedanta says about this one. So each man should be treated. So what do you manifest? Okay, we cannot ask ourselves what I was born, what purpose I was born, what purpose I was going. We have to not to be thinking ourselves. Okay, that's why we understand. Okay. What we cannot expect. Okay, what they manifest. Okay, but that's what they stand for. What they always divineness always stands for. Okay, we cannot ask what they manifest, what they do. We cannot ask. Okay, ourselves. Okay, each human being stands for the divine, and therefore every teacher should be helpful, not by condemning man, but by helping him to call for the divinity that is within him. Okay. So every human being stands for the divine. Okay. Every human being stands for the God, stands for the divine. Okay. God, God thing, God is God thinking. Okay. Every human being stands for the true bhakti to divine God. Okay. And therefore, every teacher should be helpful student, not by condemning man, and but by helping them. Okay, what if teacher is shouted to students? What is the use? Teacher only wasting energy, and the child will get mind upset. Okay, so the teacher has to helpful to the students and helpful to him and it makes him into a divine student, divine person. Okay, and divine is and understand him that divine is within him. Okay, for example, the best time I will give it last. Okay, if you if the man is anger means what you can do. We have to calm, we have to try to calm him first, okay? So after that he will realize, oh, why I am shouting like this, okay? So likewise, teacher also will help the student and try to understand him, divinity, divine within himself, okay? Try to understand a God within himself. That's right. Okay, that's what somebody explained in this. So I will continue in next section. Okay, on any day. So like this video, share this video, comment this video. மறக்காம subscribe பண்ணுங்க. Okay, don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you watch my video first time means remember to click subscribe this YouTube channel. Okay. So thank you friends. Enjoy it. Good night to all of us. Thank you.